wanted to try something a little different with my content. I had been thinking about coming up with some of my own cocktails and including some of my other interests in my videos. As you can probably see by now, one of those other interests is video games. I started playing video games as a little kid. A lot. Probably way too much. Anyway, one game that I played years ago was called Dark Souls, and I was never able to beat it. First, because it's a very difficult game, but I also had this version of it, and I had to play it on this laptop. This thing probably nearly caught fire when I got to Blighttown. So I was never able to beat the game, but I got the special edition, so it came with this poster, so I guess it was kind of worth it. Now, a couple of months ago, I started thinking about the game again and ended up buying the remastered version. And I set out to finally beat the game. And I'm proud to say I was able to beat the game after all these years. There are now a bunch of other sequels and related games that I hear have improved upon the formula established here, but I really don't see how they could have improved upon perfection. Perfection. So just to quickly summarize, in this game you play as an undead warrior known as the Chosen Undead and explore a world that has been cursed by a group of beings who fought to control and maintain power over this land. Sounds familiar. Now this game is filled with a slew of enemies as you try to get through to the many bosses in the game. For example, you could be walking through this forest, minding your own business, and a couple guys can come running through the trees at you. And one of them is at 60 opacity swinging a sword, and then the other is throwing projectiles at you while you're trying to deal with this other guy, and it's very easy for even just two enemies to overwhelm you. That's how challenging this game can be. But you can level up your character, learn the attack patterns and placements of the enemies, and maybe pick up one of the best weapons in the game. Then you can come back and do something like this. Now, if you don't get killed immediately in battle, you have access to a healing item called the Estus Flask. It has limited uses, but can be recharged if you rest at a bonfire or die. You've probably seen this screen even if you haven't played this game before. But if you're able to get a little bit of breathing room during a battle, you can take a drink from your flask and heal a little bit of your health. You'll be using this item constantly, so it has become iconic. And this item is what has inspired the cocktail for this video. I wanted to come up with something that would look as close to the Estus Flask as possible while still tasting good. I also didn't want to use any kind of luster dust. I've seen it used in other drinks online, but we're already drinking alcohol. I didn't want to add any other unnecessary shit to the drink. Now let me show you what I came up with. This drink is going to be a shaken cocktail, and we'll start it off with 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. Next is 1 ounce of Passionfruit Juice. You should be able to find this in most grocery stores. I was at least able to find it in multiple places around me. Next we'll add 1.5 ounces of mango juice, followed by 2 ounces of Mezcal. The game has a fire theme, so I felt that the smokiness would fit perfectly. Now we'll add some ice to the shaker, pour the cocktail on top, and shake for about 10 to 15 seconds. Next, grab your glass or bottle. I was able to find these online. They hold 6 ounces of liquid. Now we'll go ahead and strain the cocktail in. As you can see, there's a little bit of room left, which is perfect for the 1/2 ounce of Grenadine that we're going to add. You can pour it in slowly like this or pick it up and angle it so that it doesn't mix together right away. When you're ready to drink, just shake it up and enjoy. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and you can give me some suggestions for other videos. Subscribe as well if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you in the next video.